Looks like 404 is getting lively.
Falling into Delusion Field!
You said you were here to check on Angels of Delusion's eligibility, but you still haven't gone to meet them in person. What's this now? Mr. Miller, always racing against time, pinching Denny's, talking up creating value, and you suddenly become fascinated with staring at the gate of an empty music venue.
Hey, patience, my friend. Your focus is on musical merit, and I'm responsible for commercial viability, which means weighing many factors. Foot traffic, target demographics, neighborhood atmosphere,
And
the qualities exhibited by key players themselves. Take this young lady, for instance. Unless I'm mistaken, you're Angels of Delusion's manager?
Oh, you've got sharp eyes, sir. Yeah, that's me, Angels of Delusion's manager. Great to meet you both.
Likewise. I'm Miller from Tops. I'm overseeing this year's new Eridu's Rising Star. This is Miss Berner, our expert consultant and a critically acclaimed composer. She's the one who recommended your idol group.
Miss Berner, I know who you are. Thank you so much.
we don't have much time. Let's skip the pleasantries and get straight to the point.
Huh? Oh, okay.
As you already know, Angels of Delusion entered as specially invited contestants. That means you currently only have provisional entry.
That's quite an opener. She's clearly strict. We gotta bring our A-game. Got it. But we still haven't received the specifics on what we need to do to secure official entry. Could you fill us in?
To put it simply, as provisional contestants, you need two things. First, get approval from the judges. That's Miller and myself. Second, build up enough online engagement, what we call star points. About that second part, honestly, as her students, if you're willing to dish some behind-the-scenes stories about your teacher, online engagement won't be an issue. However...
Sorry to interrupt. If this is meant to be a competition for creators, then our work itself should be what proves our worth. Riding on a teacher's reputation for clout, that totally defeats the purpose of this event. Exactly. And you gave us suggestions on how to get more star points. Nothing about the standards you and Mr. Miller are actually judging by. We'd like to know that too.
With that, you've set the bar of my expectations a little higher. Exactly. What I really want to see is a solid song, a killer performance. Like your Gilded Carrot Day show.
Yeah, we totally understand. Well, actually, we're already working on a new song. It's about Angels of Delusion itself. We want to capture that feeling of floating through a universe of daydreams. We're making solid progress. We'll keep at it and drop the full track within the competition window.
Not bad. I hope Angels of Delusion can truly deliver something remarkable, just as you say. What's your take, Miller?
You're the expert here, Ms. Burner. If you're on board, I've got no objections. But I do know a thing or two about metrics. How about this? Why not post videos of your practice sessions online? You'll get to engage with viewers, expand your reach, and show your fans how you grow, which fits right in with the spirit of the competition.
Wait, so you mean we have to live stream our rehearsals every day?
Exactly. Do you have any concerns?
No, not at all. We can handle it. Falling into Delusion Field! I'm so tired. I need a break.
Smooth melody, harmonious rhythm, nice emotional build-up. For rookies, Angels of Delusion just gave a pretty solid performance. Your stage presence actually exceeded my expectations. That said, beyond polish issues, I have to point out one glaring mistake. Suna, you couldn't keep up with the choreography.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'll do better. We're really sorry, Miss Burner. We only started practicing this piece yesterday, so we're still finding our feet. And
Your reasons don't matter. As performers, you've got to give the audience your best. No excuses, no matter what's happening behind the scenes. Once you're live, the audience only sees the final result. No one cares what goes on backstage.
Thanks for the feedback, Miss Burner. You're totally right. There's still lots of room for them to grow. But with amazing vocal coaches, professional and rigorous judges, and a burning passion for our dream, we're definitely going to put on an incredible show.
Yeah, the Angels of Delusion will keep working hard. And we hope you'll keep believing in us.
Hey, no reason to stress, everyone. Ms. Berner's just offering her professional input. And as for the lack of polish, that's not hard to fix. Just keep practicing. I'm sure you'll nail it soon. Based on today's performance, I'm leaning toward keeping Angels of Delusion in the running. What do you think, Ms. Berner?
Overall, I'll give you a pass. But that's all. It's getting late, we should head out. Next time we're here, I expect to be genuinely surprised.
Whew! That was when Miss Berner started talking and Suna just froze up. I got so worried. Huh? But look at you! Our little Suna's all grown up now. She won't just burst into tears in public anymore. Hey! Don't you underestimate me! I was just thinking of solutions. Oh? What brilliant idea did our genius little Suna come up with? I was going over all the prep work we need to do for this competition. When you break it down, it's really not that much. 3 live streams, 2 in-person evaluations, managing the social media account, and writing the Angels of Delusion song. Sounds like a lot, I know, but if we tackle each task one at a time, it's totally doable.
Wow, Suna's suddenly so reliable. So, should we start divvying things up?
Yeah, running your account is part of my job as your manager. My AI assistant and I will try our best.
Thanks, manager. I'll finish the Angels of Delusion song on time. As for the live streams and in-person evaluations...
Nanggong and I will figure something out.
Okay, we're all set then. Next, let's brainstorm, and we can regroup later to discuss our ideas.
Sounds good to me. Our free time starts now.
A jar full of wishes?
Yeah, back when Angels of Delusion just started, we were working all sorts of odd jobs to save up for our seed fund. And one day, on our way home, we spotted it.
It was sitting on the top shelf of a display window. The midday sun hit it just right, and it sparkled, giving off a dazzling glow. And then these 2 idiots spent every last penny they earned that day on this jar. They treasure it so much. They take it out to look at it a few times every day. Hey, excuse me. We aren't the only ones who love it. A certain super smart, super talented someone brought it home the first night we bought it, saying she wanted to turn it into a keepsake. I just wanted to share some ideas with you guys.
It's a really, really great idea. Nanggong told us back then, every time we learn a new song, put on a show, gain new fans, every time we hit a goal, we should write a note, fold it into a star, and put it in this jar. That way, every single step the Angels of Delusion take towards the future will be saved forever. As time went on, more and more stars filled the jar. We got our own rehearsal room, our own little stage, our own special shows. One by one, all those wishes we made are coming true.
The stars are almost piled up to the brim now. Wait, if we win this competition, doesn't that mean we can finally fill it up completely?
That's right! I've got it all planned out. Once it's full, I'll put it away and place it on the most visible shelf in the studio.
Trap, activate!
Stars，被湮灭在霓虹的夜，视线锁起如同荒诞的谎言。Artifact show 来，深入简单，输出附件，思考周间世界像碎片般分裂。想要的一切，触手可及之前，是不是最让人眷恋？拥有幸运，厌倦，在被欲望天地战境中沦陷。再不会让承诺被敷衍，不让真心被曲解。没有语言在燃烧，但没有我要决绝，让下次被发现，让美丽被真实敷衍。我最了解的我还没被了解，别再让善意被拖延，不停恶意和宣言。没有语言在燃烧，但没有我要选择真错，不被遮掩。真实的我在你眼前，我最了解的我等待被发现。
There's an even better version of this song, so stay tuned.
Good. Nothing unusual for now.
Xiaogong, when did you get back? How was your first mission as a blade hunter? Why are you being so secretive? Oh, right. Wise Senior Fufu and Senior Inhu are still out taking care of things around Phylum Heights. I'll go fetch them. Just wait a sec. Huh?
Shh! Keep your voice down. Sorry, Junior. I guess I don't know my own strength now. Are you okay?
I'm fine. But don't you want to see everyone now that you're back? Did something happen during the mission? Did it not go well?
No, the mission went perfectly fine. I just came across something a little strange. I'm not even sure how to explain it to you or the others. I'm sorry, Junior Belle. I wanted to be happy coming back to see you all after the mission, but I'm just so tense. I have no idea when the next anomaly might appear, and you can't hear it.
What drives a person to take up the sword, and what awaits them because of it?
I must be hallucinating. The Qingming sword is speaking?
Huh? You can hear it? But none of the investigators I worked with on the mission could hear it. Not even Senior Miyabi.
What lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword?
Actually, I can hear it really clearly. It's still speaking even while we're talking. Mumbling something about what lies within the heart of one who takes up the sword.
Well, I guess that will make things easier for me to explain. While I was wielding the Qingming sword in the middle of battle, I suddenly heard a woman whispering in my ear, and I couldn't make it stop, no matter how hard I tried. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I didn't know if the Qingming sword had undergone another change, but when I was about to bring it back for Shifu to take a look, it suddenly said something that caught my attention.
The one who wields the sword shall find the answer within the hidden realm, the very origin of the Qingming sword.
Yes, that's what caught my ear.
Did it say a hidden realm? I've never heard Shifu or Mr. Lu say anything about that before. What kind of place could it be?
I'm not sure how much of what it says can be trusted. But if such a hidden realm really does exist, and there's knowledge linked to the origin of the Qingming sword...
I see. So if that voice isn't lying, we should be able to find a way to overcome the Qingming sword's negative effects by going to that hidden realm.
Yeah! Shifu and my brother have done so much to suppress the Qingming sword's effects on me. I think it's time I take action too. With you here, Junior Belle, even if Shifu and the others can't hear the voice, they'll still believe me. I want to tell them what's going on, and then head to that hidden realm and see it for myself.
The Qingming sword will guide you to the hidden realm.
Huh?
Xiaoguang?
Just now, an image of a hollow flashed through my mind. Somewhere in Limnian Hollow. I even caught a glimpse of myself bringing the Qingming sword there. Is it showing me the way to enter the hidden realm? Junior Belle, we don't have much time. The images in my head are already starting to fade.
Shifu went out on a mission earlier and isn't at Swabian Temple. If we're in a hurry, let's just leave a note for her in the...
Wait, Junior Belle! Wise told me that you experienced a strange reaction in your eyes earlier.
This is about the Qingming sword, so I can't let you go there alone. And I haven't felt anything unusual in my eyes lately, so I think it should be fine. Don't worry, Xiaoguang.
How am I supposed to refuse when you give me a look like that? Fine. Just promise me that you'll let me know the moment you feel any discomfort. I hope we can find something in there.
If you come, remember to bring some pork buns.
Do you think we'll really find anything? So this is the hidden realm the Qingming sword was talking about. The whole area looks completely different. Like some sacred, secluded place hidden deep in the mountains. Amazing!
To think the Qingming sword could reshape an entire area within the hollow. Xiaoguang, are you okay? Did unleashing the sword just now take a toll on you?
No, I'm fine. But I've just had this strange feeling since a moment ago. Oh, right, Junior. Could you take a look and see which way leads out of here?
Finding a way out isn't the problem. It feels like there's an invisible barrier here that stops us once we get close.
I knew it. I felt this heavy, stifling sense of confinement ever since we got here. Guess this isn't a place where we can just come and go as we please. Even though we left a letter for Shifu, it looks like we'll have to explore this place on our own. The barrier will probably keep the others out.
It's gonna be tricky without any outside help. Still, hopefully we can explore without any trouble and find some...
Strange. The Qingming sword feels more active than ever. This place must be hiding something really important. Come on, let's keep going. I'm sure I can cut right through whatever stands in our way. As the sword wills. Ethereals? Even in this realm? Let me take care of them. This feeling, it's...
What is it, Xiaoguang?
The Qingming sword seems so restless. If I use it now, it might awaken an entirely new power.
The gate is right up ahead.
Wait. More ethereals incoming. Use the sword's new power to take them out. Yeah! Proceed!
Xiaoguang, stay alert. This ethereal looks different from the others we've seen.
It's more active than the others. I'll be careful. Get out of our way, you evil monster! Leave this to me! Found you! Light brings the dawn. Good form! I'll be fine! That's...
We've got Batty's way out.
Are you okay? The sword follows my will and winds howl in the heavens!
Interesting.
That voice. Why does it sound so familiar?
It came from the main hall. Let's check it out.
So that's the purpose of this sculpture. Interesting.
Huh? Shifu? What are you doing here? Isn't there supposed to be a barrier around the hidden realm? Was your mission nearby and we somehow pulled you in too?
Hold on, Junior Belle. She might look like Shifu, but something's not right. The way she moves, the tone of her voice, something just feels off.
Shifu? Mission? I don't remember having any important matters to attend to, nor do I remember ever taking you as disciples. Who are you? Hold on. You there. Is that the Qingming sword in your hand? Ah, I see. I think I understand what's going on now. You came from outside the Hidden Realm, and you're the current keeper of the Qingming sword, aren't you?
That's right. My name's Yeshunguang, and you are...
It's a long story, so I'll make it simple. I'm afraid I'm not the Shifu you're talking about. Just think of me as a native of this Hidden Realm. This low-lying area acts like a furnace, the encircling mountains trapping the energy within. An ideal site for enhancing the Qingming sword's power. When that power is unleashed here, it can reshape the hollow itself, creating what's known as the Qingming realm. Everything and everyone in this place exists according to the Qingming sword's will, my own appearance included. So it's no surprise you mistook me for someone familiar. And this young one here, who are you? An outsider shouldn't be able to enter the Qingming realm at all, only the sword's master.
I'm Belle. I'm accompanying her as her proxy.
Forget it. None of that really matters. Whoever you are, If you're capable of entering the hidden realm alongside the sword's master, you must have some remarkable ability. Let's leave it at that for now. In any case, welcome to the Qingming realm, or, as some might call it, the world of the sword. By the way, about those pork buns I mentioned earlier, did you bring them?
I grabbed some pork buns from the kitchen. Senior Inhu steamed them this morning. Wait a second. You're the voice we heard inside the Qingming sword? So you're the one who brought us here?
These pork buns aren't bad. I've actually been trying to communicate with you for some time, Ye Shunguang, but you never responded. The fact that you're here now means your control over the Qingming sword has reached new levels. You must learn more about the weapon that's been fighting beside you. I'm sure you've been wanting to know more about the Qingming sword, whether it be for your own reasons or for your companions.
Exactly! If this hidden realm really hides the Qingming sword's origin, then please tell me, Shifu. Tell me how to suppress the effects of the sword. Oh, sorry. You just look exactly like my Shifu. I didn't mean to call you that.
No worries. I once had students of my own. It's been some time since I last heard someone call me Shifu. Hearing it again now makes me feel rather nostalgic. Well, since I plan to teach you the ways of the Qingming sword, you may as well call me Shifu. Back to the matter at hand. The means of suppressing the Qingming sword is hidden here, but it won't be easy to claim. Remember what I said earlier? This is the world of the sword. You'll understand what that truly means soon enough. Scattered throughout this hidden realm are countless nameless, masterless swords. Seek out the 3 most extraordinary among them, then return to me. Do that, and the Qingming sword's secret will reveal itself.
What exactly do you mean by extraordinary?
Words alone can't explain everything. Get moving, and you'll figure things out as you go. Come back once you've found the first sword. Now then, I'll be here, waiting for your good news. Who made these pork buns? They're much better than what I used to eat back when I trained at the mountain sect. Very impressive.
This...
Help! Somebody! Please, help me!
That voice and figure. Senior Inhu?
Yeah, that's gotta be him. But why would he need help fighting ethereals?
Not sure. But let's help him. We can sort it...
All the ethereals have been taken care of? Thank you. Thank you for saving my life, brave strangers.
That outfit, that voice. Senior, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Huh? I've never joined any sect, let alone had any disciples. Are you sure you've got the right person?
Junior Bell, there's something about him that's not quite the same as Senior Inhu.
Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. You look just like a friend of ours. So, who are you?
I'm a mercenary. They call me Big Pan. I'm a part of the Melt Iron Mercenaries.
The Melt Iron Mercenaries? That sounds familiar. But mercenary groups nowadays generally have a pretty loose structure. There aren't many stable organized groups.
What's that supposed to mean? It doesn't matter. I can see you two are really strong. Please, help save my comrades.
Your comrades? You mean there are others here?
Yes, Not long before, my mercenary friends and I came here with a mission from the Lords to help develop some new land, but we were ambushed by bandits. They came well prepared and hit us hard. We weren't ready, and we were defeated. We suffered heavy casualties, and the survivors are still trying their best to hold on. They sent me to find reinforcements. But soon after I set out, I got surrounded by those ethereals. Time's ticking. Please, help me save my friends.
Calm down, we'll help. But aren't you a mercenary? The ethereals that attacked you aren't that dangerous, so why didn't you fight them?
I lost my sword back where we were ambushed, so I can't fight.
Sword? Could it be connected to those extraordinary swords that Shifu mentioned? Either way, he's definitely not Senior Inhu. If he was, he could take down ethereals with just his bare fists.
We understand the situation. Please lead the way. We just happen to be looking for something around here, too.
Thank you so much, both of you. If you can save them, I will do whatever I can to help you too. My teammates are...
Damn, these ethereals! Am I really gonna die here today?
Oh, John! Are you okay?
I know that voice! Big Pun! Finally, come on! Give me a hand here! Ha! Ha ha! I'm finally saved! I thought I was dead for!
I'm sorry for the delay. Are you all right? Wait, why are you the only one here? Where's everyone else?
Delay? That's an understatement if I've ever heard one. We sent you to get reinforcements. Where did you go, Big Pun? We were at our wits' end here. I got separated from the main group. I don't know their status either. So, where are your reinforcements? Did the Lords not send anyone?
Well, I got these two to help us.
Well, what? Are you for real? You think 2 people are gonna help? Listen, Big Pun. This is life or death. Never mind. There's no time to get more support. Even if it is just us, we gotta go back and save them. There's no running from this fight, Big Pun. You gotta fight.
Me? I really can't.
Actually, Big Pan lost his sword back where you were ambushed. Just leave the fighting to us.
Huh? Big Pun, you threw away the weapon that represents your dignity as a mercenary to get out of fighting? Whatever. You will have to fight, even if you don't have your sword. Just use your powerful hand-to-hand combat skills to handle those looters.
I really can't.
Hold up. Powerful hand-to-hand combat skills? I thought he was terrible at fighting. Just a moment ago, we found him completely helpless and surrounded by ethereals.
You didn't know? He's not bad at fighting. He's just a coward. We would never recruit a weakling who can't even fight. He's way stronger than anyone in our group. We were hoping he'd become a powerful addition for fights. But after a few missions, he couldn't even hold his sword anymore. Hey, Big Pun, look, it's different this time. We need your power. Stop being a coward and come with me.
Oh, do we really have to fight them to the death?
You want to reason with some bandits? Are you crazy? This is a crucial moment of the city's founding. You think they'd sit down and talk with the higher-ups? This is our only choice. You don't want the entire group to get killed, do you, Big Pun?
I don't want anyone to get hurt, but every time I hold my sword, I just feel...
Oh, wow. He's really fast.
That's what I was saying. He's one of the best when it comes to both swordsmanship and physical ability. We better find him quick, otherwise we're all dead.
Let's chase him, Xiaoguang. Mercenary groups, looters, the city's founding. This all feels like ancient history. Though I'm not sure exactly what's going on, it looks like his sword might be one we're looking for.
I agree. Let's head in the direction he was running. Mind and body as one. Someone's been through here. It has to be Big Pan.
If that merc's telling the truth, and he's really that strong, then why is he so scared of combat? Huh. This doesn't add up. Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Yeah. Get behind me!
The line is drawn.
Xiaoguang, you okay?
I don't know why, but as I approach this area, my head is feeling unusual. Big Pon's footprints are on the ground.
He was quick to escape the battlefield, yet he still stopped here? They're probably drawn here by the smell of blood. Looks like...
Does the stench of death and slaughter attract the crow? I think I'm starting to understand Big Pon a little better now.
Huh? Just from seeing...
Yes. Since we both saw the same scenery, maybe it stirred up the same feelings in our hearts sometimes. I fear the power I wield. It's so powerful. When I hold it, I can tell that a single swing might easily wipe out many. I can also feel that these crows are drawn by bloodshed. Maybe that's what Big Pon was afraid of too. Sorry, I was getting carried away.
Maybe you have a point. I can tell that he doesn't like hearing you talk about the
Thanks for listening. Let's keep going.
Heads up! High-risk ethereals ahead. Stay sharp, Xiaoguang. Wait, something's off about these ethereals. What's going on here?
Try breaking through using a technique. Now we can move forward. Another obstacle.
Proceed! You can leave the fighting to me.
Leave this to me. Proceed! Alright, let's keep going. Big Fan should be close by. I finally found you! Big Pun, your companions need you right now. We'll help you in battle. Let's go and support them.
No, I can't help you. When the looters came, I tried to wield my sword, but I immediately realized I was so scared that I couldn't even swing it. I'll only end up being more trouble for everyone. What use is someone with trembling hands on the battlefield?
So you don't want to save your friends? You just want to hide here forever and let them die alone?
Well,
Big Pun, I understand what you're going through. You're afraid of getting hurt, afraid of the enemy's attacks, but what you're actually most afraid of is your own strength. You haven't learned how to properly control your strength yet. Every time you do something, you deal devastating damage to others. That's why you're afraid that you'll eventually turn into a thrall or a monster if you keep using this power. That is what's bothering you deep down inside, right?
yes, that's right. When I first trained my swordsmanship, I never imagined that my sword could cut down an enemy so easily, taking a life. Every time I fight, I'd always end up leaving a trail of bloodshed in my wake. I began to fear the sword in my hands, and I was also scared of the exhilaration I began to feel when fighting. I had a feeling that the sword would eventually turn me into a monster that only knows fighting. You two are right. I can't just leave my friends. But please, tell me, how can I get rid of this fear? I want the courage to keep fighting.
There's no need to get rid of this fear. You only need to keep this feeling in your heart and continue fighting.
Huh? But doesn't that...
Even though you're afraid of your own strength, you still want to use it to protect your friends. The fact that you're thinking that way proves that you already have courage. Even if your fear persists after you draw your sword, it's a reminder of how you must coexist with your own strength. You cannot let a desire for destruction take over. And I think that's something that many a swordmaster fail to do. There's nothing shameful about fearing battle. Rather, it's the proof that you've become a powerful swordmaster. Let your fear guide you to your future. I've experienced the same worries. Trust me.
So you mean fear is part of being a swordmaster?
By the way, those looters you were fighting didn't take proper anti-corruption measures and have already been corrupted into ethereals. Would you feel better fighting ethereals rather than people?
Huh? Why didn't you say so? Then let's go help my friends.
Finally got him to move. It's not easy to convince someone with nothing but words. Luckily, we're dealing with ethereals instead of humans this time.
Xiaoguang, I have a question. Why did you insist on dragging him back to the battlefield? What does he have to do with that?
When I saw Avara standing there, I suddenly remembered what Dad told my brother and me when we were little. A story of ancient swordmasters who were heroes. In the early days of Eridu, many mercenary brigades were deployed to explore new territory and eliminate roaming looters. Their work contributed greatly to the city's establishment. Once, a mercenary brigade clashed with a band of looters, and one of the looters unexpectedly turned into a large ethereal, putting the mercenaries in a tough situation. At this critical moment, a new mercenary recruit stood up and drew his sword to fight. He defeated the ethereal on his own, and captured the remaining looters, achieving a great victory. After that, the sword-wielding mercenary grew braver and braver, and went on to become a renowned swordmaster and Eridu. And that's the story of none other than Big Pon of the Melt Iron Mercenaries, the one who beheaded Avaris and instantly became famous.
The early days of Eridu? That's a long time ago. You're saying Big Pan is actually someone from ancient history? How could that be? And what's happening now? It's just like in the story.
We might have to wait until we return to the temple and ask Shifu to fully understand the truth. After thinking back on that story, I've realized that we have to guide the situation now to the same outcome as in the story. Anyway, let's help him defeat that Avaris now. If I'm not mistaken, that should be our next target. Come on, let's face that big baddie who's got your...
Honestly, I'm shaking like a leaf. But this time, I'm not backing down. My fear points where my blade should strike, and my sword follows where my heart leads.
Are you okay?
I, Big Pan, the Melt Iron Merc, am a swordsman who's sworn to protect my comrades. Poor souls twisted into ethereals. Forgive me for what I have to do.
My blade cuts down evil! My spirit soars in the sky! It's getting stronger! Radiant cloud! Split the heavens! Huh? The Qingming's might! Rends the heavens!
My turn now? I'm gonna do my best!
Leave it to me! Split the heavens!
Well, does your body feel lighter now?
How do I describe it? It's like there's an energy surging inside.
Very good. With this, the sword you have retrieved has become Swordwill for you to use. Continue the trial until the Qingming sword opens the next gate for you.
Shifu...
I know what you wish to ask. After this experience, you have a better understanding of the essence of this realm now, yes?
Shifu, You mentioned before that no one could enter or leave this realm besides us. So those who appear here aren't real people, but rather echoes of those who once existed, right? I once encountered beings born from miasma called drowned ideals that are somewhat similar to the people here, yet different. The people here don't have what you'd call a true form.
And the owner of the sword we retrieved, Big Pun of the Melt Iron Mercenaries? I've read about him in a Swordmaster novel. He's a famed swordmaster of the city founding era. So in other words, there's no way he could still be alive. But why would he appear here in the form of our senior from real life? And both he and the others, it's like they're reenacting the entirety of that famous battle.
It's simple. He and I are simply vessels. Puppets created by the sword with miasma and hollow matter after accessing the owner's memories. Naturally, it would choose forms that the owner is familiar with. In essence, we are each just a sliver of a swordmaster's consciousness, recorded by the Qingming sword throughout its long history. This might be weird to say, but you're merely talking to slivers of personified memory. The Qingming sword has responded to your wishes, choosing the memories of a few famed swordmasters to shape into human form. Your task is to participate in and witness the moments where they overcame their limits. When they show you how their swords shine, their sword will fortify your power, pulling you closer to the Qingming sword. That is the trial and the opportunity that the Realm of Swords has given you.
I see. Well, that makes our plan of action clear.
So, does that mean you're also a piece of a swordmaster's memory, Shifu?
It's a bit difficult to explain. You may simply think of me as your guide. Now, more importantly, a visitor arrived while you were away.
Might you also be lost travelers?
Huh? You're Senior Ye?
Shiyuan? Brother, what are you doing here?
Senior? Brother? I'm sorry, but I think you must have mistaken me for someone else.
Xiaoguang? His appearance and attire still haven't changed from his senior disciple days at Yunque Summit. I think he must be just like Shifu and Big Pan, a famous swordmaster wearing Senior Ye's appearance.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just so surprised to see him just now that my mind blanked. Maybe he corresponds to one of the two remaining swords we need to find. Either way, let's ask him what's going on first. Sorry, we mistook you for someone we knew. Have you been traveling alone? Oh, and how should we refer to you?
It's a bit embarrassing, but I've forgotten my real name and identity. By the time I came to, I was already lost amidst the mountains in this realm. Thankfully, I ran into this Shifu and you two. Please, just call me Peregrine. If possible, would you allow me to lodge here for a while? Though my memories are hazy, I remember that I came here in search of something.
Peregrine. I've heard that name before in the stories Mom used to tell me and Shiyuan. We were right!
What are you two mumbling about? In any case, this place has not been maintained for a long time and isn't the most comfortable place to rest. So long as you don't mind, you may stay.
You have my gratitude. I can tell you three have more to discuss, so I won't disturb you any further. I shall take my leave and look around a bit.
Well then, since you found the first sword, it's time I tell you about the remaining two. However, I imagine you've already guessed. The remaining two areas each hide an extraordinary sword.
The remaining two areas? But apart from the one we just went...
Do you recall the incomplete statue I pointed out to you in the main hall?
Yep. I kept having this sense of deja vu. Like I had seen that statue somewhere before.
Is that so? That's not surprising. In any case, both the final area and the monster that gave you trouble before are hidden behind that statue.
Behind the statue. So you mean, if we can break it, we can get to the third area?
It is not something that can be broken with brute force. Ye Shunguang, an ethereal that can temporarily steal your senses, will certainly continue to cause you trouble. While exploring, you should contemplate how to gain passage from the statue. As someone who was recognized by the Qingming sword, I'm sure you will succeed. Moving on, the Qingming sword has sensed your growth. The seal for the second area is likely to lift soon. It's getting late. Let's rest up and reconvene tomorrow.
Seeing clouds! Fight's over for now. Since we've got some time, let's go ask Shifu about that sword array.
Now down here. The time for my favorite.
Here I crawl. Radiant cloud. What the heavens?
Call forwarding. Got one for complaints. Got two for a trap. If you spot an ethereal, shout for help.
I'll be fine.
Are you satisfied with the service? Forward! Turn around!
Perish now!
Break the ice!
What's this?
This must be the mission target!
What the heavens?
Oh, found you!
Listen! The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Listen! Yes, Yunguang is Yun Kuei Summit, breaking all illusions!
We meet again. Did you rest well?
Yeah, it's much more quiet here compared to New Eridu. It's really nice to relax. So, Mr. Peregrine, are you looking through the books here?
That's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts about swords. As I have nothing to do at the moment, I thought I might as well look through them. Perhaps they'll help jog my memory. So, are you two heading out today?
There's an area here that was just unsealed, so we're heading over to explore it.
I see. Truth be told, today I also plan to head to the area you previously explored. Earlier, I recalled what I was looking for. It was my sword that I've lost, though I know not where. If my lost sword is not there, I'll head to the area you're planning to explore today. If you require my help, please, just say the word.
Okay, thanks, Shiyu. Mr. Peregrine?
I hope you remember who I am next time. Well then, good luck to all of us today.
Not good enough. You should have trained harder. Again!
That voice. And that tiny frame. It's definitely Senior Fufu, right? But why does she look so intense today?
Let's hurry and see what's going on.
Forward!
Watch out, Belle!
Who are you people? And why are you following me?
She looks exactly like Senior Fufu, but way more fierce. Definitely not someone you'd want to mess with.
Staying silent? You're looking down on me. Enough talk then! That you trespassed here shows your ill intent. Draw your sword!
Wait, we're sorry. We didn't come here with ill intentions, and we swear we're not bad people. We just saw you fighting here and wanted to talk.
Very well. I feel no malice from you. This is a secret Tiger Thyron training area. How did you two get in?
Isn't this the Qingming realm? What's with this Tiger Thyron training area? Looks like we've been pulled into her story. Guess we'll just have to play along for now. We meant no offense. We're an investigator and a proxy who stumbled upon this place by accident, and we're currently trying to find a way out. There's a lot of ethereals around, so mind if we tag along? Safety in numbers, right?
You're lost? Simply turn back the way you came and keep walking along the path. Even if you can't get out, you will likely run into my kin. They can guide you. I still have important matters to attend to. I've no time to play tour guide and bodyguard for you. If you run into other Tiger Thyrans, tell them that Grim Tiger has given the order to escort you out. Well then, farewell.
Grim Tiger?
What?
You've heard that name before. It isn't my real name, simply a title I use to keep evildoers in check. You are no evildoer, so there's no need to fear me. I must be going. Don't delay me any further.
Junior, I've heard the name Grim Tiger from Senior Fufu when we sparred before. According to her, Grim Tiger was a famous, powerful tiger Thyran who was active decades ago. Senior Fufu's own Tiger 7 forms comes from Grim Tiger's martial arts techniques, combined with Yunquei Summit's techniques.
So she's from over a decade ago. The timelines jumped way back. Sounds like she's the wielder of the second blade.
I should have paid attention to Senior Fufu when she told me about her legendary stories. Why was I zoning out at Senior Fufu's soft, fluffy tail? I have no idea how the story will unfold now. Anyway, let's catch up to her and see what happens next.
Master Grim Tiger.
That look on your face. You're totally thinking what I'm thinking, right? With a name like that, that master's gotta be pretty fierce and intimidating.
But with Senior Fufu's adorable face, it's impossible to take her seriously. Take down something this weak with all your fancy kung fu? Move! I'll show you how it's done!
Instead, I can't keep fighting. Even if we make it past this thing, we'll never clear the deeper trials.
Enough talking! Focus on the fight!
Mind and body as one.
void! There's no way we can defeat it. Let's just give up.
If you came all the way here just to whine, you might as well crawl back home and hide under your blanket. Get up. We're not done yet.
No! That ethereal from earlier already broke one of my arms. I really can't keep fighting anymore. Look, the others are in bad shape too. It's not just me.
That's what happens when you skip your training. Right now is when we decide the fate of our clan. Or do you plan to let those short-sighted fools run everything?
But maybe they're right. If this is all the strength we'll ever get as Tiger Thyrans, maybe taking that power isn't so bad after all. Unless we can stay away from the Hollows.
Coward! Backing down at a time like this? Look me in the eye and say that again!
Stop right there. I don't know what's going on, but you two need to calm down.
You're the ones who were wandering around here earlier. Didn't I tell you not to get in my way? I already showed you the path out. Why are you still tailing me?
We're just a little worried about you. Would you mind telling us about what happened? Maybe we can help.
This is an internal matter among our clan. It has nothing to do with you. Stop asking.
The Tigerbane Bell. It's all because of the Tigerbane Bell.
Hey! Keep your mouth shut!
The Tigerbane Bell? I've heard of that name from a Tiger Thyran I know. It's a forbidden artifact, one that gains power by devouring its own kin. Is that right?
So some big mouth just couldn't keep a secret? Even that information got out?
The bell was made long ago by one of our ancestors. They were inspired by the Void Hunter's weapons and wanted to create something that could give our clan a power that could rival theirs. But for some reason, the finished bell carried a flaw none of the Void Hunter's weapons had. It could only be activated if we sacrificed one of our own. From the moment it was created, it's been sealed away. But hollow disasters in Eridu have been getting worse lately. For us Tiger Thyrans who go in and out of the hollows all the time, it's a terrible sign. Some elders say the next calamity is near. Although our numbers are growing, we still don't have enough power to fight against what's to come. So they are considering reactivating the Tigerbane Bell.
How can someone do that? But still, why do you have to come here to solve the problem? This is the training grounds for Tiger Thyrans, right?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? The ones who oppose the reactivation of the bell made a deal with the ones who want to use it. If we can prove the Tiger Thyrans can get stronger without the bell, they'll drop the whole idea. That's why we're taking on these trials.
But you keep fighting alone. You even threw your best sword into the deepest part of the training grounds. How are we supposed to beat that final ethereal without it?
We have to shut those supporters up for good. If I used my sword or relied on anyone else, they'd find excuses to drag this out even longer.
But think about it. You're the strongest of us all, and even you failed 6 times. This is your 7th try. Just look at all of your injuries. Is it possible that we just don't have what it takes to protect ourselves without the help of something powerful like the bell?
If you've come to think that as well, just take the intruders and leave. I can handle the fight on my own.
Junior, did you hear Grim Tiger left her best sword in the deepest parts of this place? Maybe that's the sword we're looking for. Let's try to catch up to her.
I must become stronger.
Wait. I got a trace. Through the void. Could you just stop and talk to us for a minute? Maybe we can help you.
No time for that. Besides, I've got to...
my will and win power in the heavens! Radiant cloud! Split the heavens! The Qingming's month! Rend the heavens!
I'm in charge now.
Here I strong! Frost weapons! Split the heavens! Swirling clouds!
Just like that, she's gone. Let's follow her.
When Grim Tiger was fighting just now, I noticed her looking into the distance from time to time. It seems like she was keeping an eye on the weather and landscape. If what Shifu said is true, the weather here is a direct reflection of the Swordmaster's mood. Could there also be a storm in the heart of Grim Tiger?
She said if she couldn't gain her kin's recognition, then the Tigerbane Bell might be used again. That's enough to make anyone's mood as grim as the storm.
No. What I'm sensing isn't just a grim mood. It's more of a darkness that is about to blur everyone's vision, causing her not to be able to see the goal ahead, where her companions are, and what's at the end of that road. I think she may have created this ring for herself, through her desire for power. And in this reign, she no longer needs to think about these things.
But that would never be the right choice. Countless people have lost their minds, consumed by the thirst for power.
If the body wielding the sword isn't strong enough, protecting companions and eradicating evil is only a pipe dream. I feel the same way when facing overwhelming enemies. I must do everything I can to become stronger. Otherwise, I won't be able to protect you.
Or ever Xiaobang. You don't have to carry these burdens all by yourself.
I understand. Junior, thanks to you, I don't have such self-righteous thoughts anymore. If the reason you wield your blade is to protect others, then I hope that, as a fellow swordmaster, Grim Tiger can also realize this. That's why we have to catch up with her as soon as possible. So many ethereals here. Are they all from Grim Tiger?
That voice. It's...
Finish this quickly. A measure of steel slices the world through. Split the heavens. Radiant clouds. Mind and body as one. Without a trace.
Looks like the path ahead is blocked. Guess we'll have to find a way through the maze. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Time to
The art. Split the heavens! Frost weapons!
So you followed me all the way here. I have to admit, you're persistent.
Grim Tiger, you won't be able to pass this trial if you fight alone. Let us help you face this final test.
I appreciate you wanting to help after hearing about the Tiger Bane Bell. But what I need is strength, not help from others. Only when I have the strength to silence everyone myself will my views be accepted. The Tiger Bane Bell is a forbidden weapon that should never be used again. Everything else is meaningless.
So the one who once took up arms for her fellow Tiger Thyrans now thinks even her companions don't matter?
Fancy words mean nothing. Only results will convince the elders of our Tiger Clan. I don't expect outsiders like you to understand my feelings. But don't try to persuade me otherwise.
Junior Bell is right. If the path you take is contrary to your original goal, then it's definitely not the right path. Fighting is the only thing you can see now. Everything else will become a foothold for them, including your Tiger Thyran kin. In your heart, you've resented them many times for holding you back, haven't you?
I can see it in your eyes. You crave strength just as much as I do. Since we're after the same thing, what's the point of all this talk?
Yes, we are just like you. We all want to be stronger. Otherwise, you won't be able to protect the things you cherish, or your companions. But I know this for sure. I can become stronger with her by my side. If you still remember how you felt when you fought alongside your companions, then you should understand what I mean. The path that lets you overcome everything won't be as blurred as this rain. At the very least, you'll be able to see your true feelings right beside you.
Maybe you're right. All I wanted was to crush everything in my way with overwhelming strength. But that doesn't seem to be my style at all.
Hey, you two! I've brought you that Tiger Thyran you mentioned.
Grim Tiger, are you okay? I'm sorry. I wanted to catch up with you, but I couldn't handle those ethereals. Luckily, this kind-hearted gentleman escorted me here.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I must have disappointed you. We were on the same side, but I gave up hope. We practiced martial arts together and swore to protect our people. I never forgot that promise. If possible, please let me fight by your side again, Grim Tiger.
There's no way you can keep fighting with your injuries. Let's forget about taking on the trial together for now. Next time? No, from today on, I'll be trusting you with my life in every battle.
All right, you have a deal.
Thank you for your help, strangers. As you can see, I've abandoned my sword. And at this stage, I won't be able to pass the trial alone. Could you lend me a hand?
Of course. Looks like you've figured out where you should go now.
I'll stay here and protect the wounded Tiger Thyron. Please, don't worry. Just focus on the battle.
To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the best for the future of our kin. But the moment I decided to fight alongside these companions of mine, I felt a lot better. Now, let's use this positive energy to teach that ethereal a lesson! Teaming up with others may not prove that I can handle these monsters alone. At least it shows that I never forgot what my sword is meant to protect. I'll always fight side by side with my kin and my friends, whether it's battling ethereals or the ominous Tigerbane Bell. So don't you dare underestimate our strength. These lives are not yours to take.
The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Radiant clouds! The Qingming's might rends the heavens! The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Split the heavens! Yeah! monkey statue holding binoculars.
I remember now. At Swabian Temple's outer courtyard, on the left side facing the main gate, there's a...
Swabian Temple?
That's where our sect is based in the Throne Quarter. Or, well, in the whole Wi-Fi.
So there's one like this at the temple too. Not surprising. Every Yunquei Summit base has one. It's a tradition set by the first High Preceptor. Anyway, looks like you've already solved one of the statue's puzzles without even realizing it. Congrats.
I wonder what we did to make this monkey show its true form.
Not everything's about fighting. Keep thinking that way and you'll become too obsessed. And a puzzle stops being a puzzle once you over-explain it. As for what the monkeys or the Qingming sword want to test you on, that's something you'll have to figure out yourself.
Junior, do you remember what the other two monkeys in the temple courtyard looked like?
Let me think. I remember one wearing headphones, and...
I see. I hear some sects follow the rule of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. The seeing monkey went back in place without us even noticing. What about hearing and speaking? Please excuse me, everyone. I think we might be able to...
Why are they even more into this than we are?
So, the second sword has also turned into Swordwill and has been reclaimed.
Yeah, we'll be able to know how to...
Don't worry, Xiaoguang. Just like before, we're now living through the stories of other swordmasters, witnessing the choices they made. I'm sure their courage will become ours too, giving us strength while we walk our own path.
Thank you, Junior. No matter what answer the Qingming sword will give me in the end, I'm ready to face it. For now, let's rest. We'll need our strength for what comes next.
So, you wanted to see me. What for?
Shifu, you're still hiding something, aren't you? From me and from them? Secrets about this place?
You're sharp, young one. Looks like I made a mistake letting you poke around this study.
So I was right about it. In that case, I have a favor to ask.